Hi guys, we will learn this topic chapter 5 about memory. We will learn about storage system technology, memory hierarchy, memory organization and operation, cache memory, storage system and technology. Okay. In a computer memory, we have internal memory, external memory. Okay, in external memory, we have disk, hard disk, floppy disk, magnetic tape, optical disk. Okay. Okay. Internal memory, we have RAM, ROM. Okay. A part of ROM, we have ROM, PROM, EPROM, and flash memory. Okay. Storage system and technology. Location, whether memory is internal or external to the computer, the processor also requires its own memory. For example, CPU, internal and external. Capacity, the amount of information that can be contained in a memory unit, usually in terms of word or byte. Word, natural unit of organization in the memory, typically the number of bits used to represent the number. Addressable unit, the fundamental data element size that can be addressed in memory. Unit transfer, the number of data element transferred at a time, usually bit in main memory and block in secondary memory. Access method. How a memory contents being accessed. Okay. Random access. Each location has unique physical address. Location can be accessed in any order and all access time are the same. Sequence access. Data does not have unique address. Must read all data item in sequence until the desired item is found. A direct access data item have unique address. Access is done using combination of moving to general memory, followed by sequential access to reach the desired data item. Okay. Associative access. A variation random access memory, data item are accessed based on their content rather than their actual location. Search all data item in parallel for match to given search pattern. Performance access time. Time at which data transfer to or from the memory device. Time between presenting the address and getting the valid time. For RAM, random access memory, the time to address the unit and perform the transfer. Memory cycle time. Access time plus any other time required before a second access can be started. Transfer rate, rate at which data transfer to or from memory device. Physical type, semiconductor, RAM, magnetic disk and tape, optical, CD and DVD. Nowadays, it's very difficult to see CD or DVD, even disk tape. Physical characteristic, volatile, non-volatile. Volatile means we can save the data. Non-volatile is mean that the memory cannot be saved if power is turned off. Power consumption, the organization physical arrangement of bit to form a word. Okay, RAM. There are two types of RAM, SRAM, static RAM, or DRAM, dynamic RAM. Static RAM holds its data without external refresh as long as electricity is supplied to the circuit. Dynamic RAM must be refreshed many times per second in order to hold its data content. Strength of SRAM, static RAM. Simplicity. SRAM do not require external refresh circuit or other word in order for them to keep their data intact. SRAM is faster than DRAM. Weakness of static. SRAM is byte for byte, several times more expensive than DRAM. SRAM takes up much more space than DRAM, which is part of why the cost is higher. This is example for the static dynamic RAM versus static RAM. As you can see, Dynamic RAM bit store charge in capacitor, while static RAM bit store on off switches. Okay. Dynamic RAM less expensive, while static RAM is more expensive. Dynamic RAM slower access time, static faster access time. DRAM consume low power, while static RAM consume more power. This example, dynamic RAM and static RAM architecture. Dynamic RAM is used for system memory, while static RAM is used for level 1 cache and level 2 cache memory, for which perfect suite as cache memory need to be very fast and not very large. There are 5 basic ROM: read-only memory, programmable ROM, erasable PROM, and electrical EPROM, and flash memory. Each type has unique characteristics, but they have two things in common: non-volatile. It is not lost when electricity is removed. Data stored in this chip is either unchangeable or requires special operation to change. Magnetic disk. Magnetic disk is a circular platter construct of non-magnetic material called substrate, coated with magnetizable material. You can see the disc like DVD disc you buy for the movie. Since now computer did not come with the DVD drive, you need to buy external DVD drive. Before this, we use DVD drive for bootable window or to store a movie. Data organization and formatting. Data is organized into concentric ring called track on the platter. Adjacent track are separated by gap. This gap is to prevent or minimize error due to malignment of head or interface of magnetic field. Data are transferred to and from this inserter. This rotate at constant speed, constant angular velocity. You can see here the picture data this layout. They have track 1, track 2, track 3. All the data will store in the track. Memory hierarchy. Major design objective of any memory system is to provide adequate storage capacity and acceptable level of performance access time at a reasonable cost. Okay. Characteristic of memory hierarchy consists of distinct level of memory component. Each level characterized by its size, access time, and cost per bit. Each increasing level in a hierarchy, Goda's memory hierarchy, consists of modules of larger capacity, slower access time, and lower cost per bit. Okay, not all accumulated information is needed by the CPU at the same time. Therefore, it is more economical to use low-cost storage device to serve as a backup for storing the information that is not currently used by CPU. Okay, this is the memory hierarchy. It look like every year they will be increasing the memory. The gap between memory and processor more than 50% per year. Okay, how do we address this gap? Put smaller, faster cache memory between CPU and RAM. Create memory hierarchy. Okay. Here the memory hierarchy. From the CPU, the memory we store at the cache and physical RAM and virtual memory. Before we install it in permanent storage area. In our computer or in our laptop, we are using hard drive. Another place where to store permanent file through the internet storage such as OneDrive, Google Drive. Okay, seal memory speed and cost. Okay, hard drive is inexpensive. RAM very expensive. Cache very expensive part of CPU. CPU register very costly. When you want to buy a laptop or computer, I suggest you first find a suitable CPU. This is because you cannot change your CPU except you are using desktop. You can buy new CPU to replace the old version of your CPU. If you are using a laptop, it's very costly to change CPU. So go for higher CPU. RAM you can add on at any time